about him, one person that went and asked him what was his dream and that he couldn't make it happen, I think those are my accomplishments. When I was in the refugee camps and I talked to the victims and I hold their arms and I said, everything is gonna be okay, just be patient. And then going back after 6 months and seeing them in their transitory home, there's nothing like that feeling. I think that's them coming to the concert that I organized and taking the microphone, saying thank you, and see tears of happiness because they feel now they can go somewhere because they have a roof. It's those are feelings that can never be really described, and that's worth living for. So whatever other recognitions that I'm very honored to have received, I think are beautiful, but nothing like that. I remember after the concert I was called by the Congress of Bolivia, and I was so busy doing the concert, and they called me and they said, we're doing this recognition for you, come over in the Congress. And I was so confused, I didn't really know what it was, and I told my family there's something happening in the Congress, and they came, and it was really beautiful. They gave me the Gold Medal of Honor, and they've given very few of these through our history in Bolivia, and it's like passing a law with the Congress people, and it was they were telling me how it was a unanimous decision to grant me this medal and put me in the books of records of Bolivia and sign it, and they did a gorgeous ceremony, and I passed in the middle of these swords with the different cadets in the country and the presidential band, and it was beautiful. It was really beautiful, but like I'm telling you, or Rotary Club that I admire very much, they also made me a really honorable mention, and they gave me a prize, and they did a really beautiful ceremony as well. I wasn't able to attend, but I did a video for them, and those things sometimes I think are important for people to be inspired, that sometimes the efforts that you do get recognized. But to tell you the truth, the one thing that is just mostly worth it is the fact that you know that you were able to affect that one life.
When you do your civic activism, do you hope that people will follow in your footsteps and try to make a difference?
I don't expect people to do the same. I don't expect people. I just think that anybody in the world that actually sees a turnaround in a life, I think they just do it. And I of course, I hope that the world becomes more compassionate. I hope we understand and stop being so selfish and so self-centered in our problems because they're so big. And yeah, of course, I hope we all get inspired. I don't know if I would say they get inspired by me, but if they get inspired by anything that I do, I will bow to them and be grateful, and will be always very happy to have them also to support them as well in any way I can.
Do you think any of your choices, like to become to help out in the world, do you think that changed your life in any way?
Oh, in every way, absolutely. I would never be the person that I am today, and the person that I became if it wouldn't be for all the things that I've done with all these people. There wouldn't be one chance for me to really understand human pain if it wouldn't be, or necessity, if it wouldn't be for these people giving me the chance of opening their lives to me and letting me help them. Because remember that you can't help unless they open their hands and their hearts and their lives to be helped. So it's a giving and receiving process, and oh yes, my life is so much greater and so much enhanced and so much brighter since I've done the work that I've done.
Looking back on your engagement, what principles would you say you were fighting for?
What I was fighting for?
Yes.
As always, I think is choice. If a family, it's sharing. If three families are sharing a tent, they don't have a choice. They, they were having all these communal tents and communal sort of everything, and they didn't even have bathrooms. We installed also these sanitary units, huge units, and that was we're very grateful to this Italian organization that also donated to us, and it's very I don't know how to explain this, but sometimes the necessity that they have, the needs that they have, it's kind of not only the thing that you feel you have to help and you need to find, but also there are the other things that you want to make sure that they feel that they are not alone. You know what I mean? It's very hard to understand, but because a lot of people, they lose everything, but they don't realize what really happened until it kind of hits you. It's sort of like that thing when you lose a job or when you break up with somebody. You don't really realize, because it'll be okay if you are on vacation for a week or 2 weeks, but it's the afterwards, the aftermath that really hits you. So it's a very complex and very it's a very complex question, and it involves a lot of things.
What advice would you give to young people regarding civic engagement?
I think that if you ever be able to follow your life as understanding that helping you is helping me, the more I give, the more I receive. The awareness that I have, it's the awareness that I understand, and it's the awareness with which the world will see me. If you understand this formula, then you will understand that it is more than important to be always part of it, because we live in this society. I always describe it as the world and our country and the planet is like a human body, and if your finger is bleeding, your whole body feels the pain. So if you really understand that it's like when your brother is in pain, you also feel bad and you also feel the pain. But when we are compassionate enough to understand that our brother is also our neighbor, and even the one that is not our neighbor but that's further, but we can relate to that humanity, I think for us, for youth, for the people that are the future of the world, when we understand this, that there's no separation, that we need to think in a collective way, that we need to understand not only that we are all connected, but that we are all responsible to make this experience in this lifetime a better experience. I think when we all take that responsibility, starting from the super young ones, we are going to really make this a place worth living, and we're going to be really proud of. So that will be my message for youth. Just be aware of who you really are, where you are, and love this planet, because to know is to love. You cannot love what you don't know.